Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a solid week since I have filmed anything and I forgot to put my camera on charge, so we are rolling with 30%, hoping it's going to get me through. So today I'm going to do a Q&A. So I put on my Instagram stories an anonymous link and a normal question and answer box, and so we're going to go through them. I have seen quite a lot of them, but I haven't seen all of them. Sorry, this spot on my... You can probably see, yeah, you can definitely see it. It's like a bloody Mount Everest. It is so sore. It's like a mound, right? And it had 3 spots within one mound. So you can only imagine the pain that I've had to go through with this. But it's fine. Is it? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we're going to do a Q&A, and I'm also going to get ready because Gemma's coming around in 2 hours and I need to film this and I need to edit it. So let's see how we get on, hey? I will have to say though, if this was my only job, I would 100% just be straight up honest. As anyone knows me in real life will know that I'm literally an open book. If you want to know, I will tell you. And even if you don't want to know, I'll probably still tell you. So some of the questions, if they are really rogue, then I will be answering it diplomatically. Is that the right word? I don't know, it is now. But I will try and answer it best as I can. But I have to be careful because obviously I am fully employed by another company that probably would not want me sharing some of these things online. I don't know how all that stuff works, but just to be safe, I'd rather not. Maybe one day, hopefully one day in the future when I can do this full time, I will happily share all my secrets and tell everyone everything like I do in person, but I have to be careful on here what I share and how much I share. But I will do my best because I do think I love to be nosy and I love to know other stuff about people, and when they're like, oh, I can't answer that, and I'm like, damn it, why am I watching for? Not quite like that, but do you know what I mean? So I will try my best. Let's go with the first question, which is, I was using the NGL app. Me not gonna lie? Maybe. Will I lie? Who knows? No, I'm not a liar. I hold myself accountable. I do not ever lie. So I didn't realise that on this app, it actually sends you questions through the app. I had no idea. I just thought there was right weirdos putting questions into my inbox. So I'm there on Instagram, I'm like, if anyone's got any more questions, like send them my way. Like, please don't send them like this though, because that's weird. Didn't realise it's the actual app sending them, which is even stranger. That wouldn't even cross my mind. But yeah, somebody put, did you and your fiance break up, with a sad face? No, we haven't broken up. We are still together. He just didn't really like being on social media. And obviously I was posting quite a lot of just my life and he was in pictures and stuff, and it wasn't really fair. We've had numerous conversations about it because he didn't like being on there if you didn't see what I was posting, which is fair enough. I completely get it. I'd probably be exactly the same if it was the other way around. But yeah, he just didn't really like to be on social media. But yeah, we are still together. Honest answer, would you watch your own videos if you were a follower? And why or why not? That is a good question, because finding your niche of who you like to watch on YouTube is actually quite hard, and also finding new creators, unless people share them in their Instagram stories, I wouldn't think to go and watch them. And then if I find that I click with that YouTuber, because you have to like them as a person, if that makes sense, like you have to like how they are and how they come across and what they talk like. I don't know what I mean by that, but you have to be interested in them. So obviously that is a massive thing. For myself, obviously I only ever record things that I'm interested in, so I guess in that way I would be. But also at the same time is that I am very fresh to this whole YouTube journey. So for some viewers it might be a bit basic and not so detailed and maybe funny, because I haven't quite got the hang of yet like adding multiple sound effects. So I guess in a way maybe I wouldn't watch me just yet, but hopefully I can get better at those things and I can be more in the like YouTube game. Yeah, I think I'd watch myself. Next question. Do you think the constant pressure you put on yourself to be in a constant calorie deficit is mentally overwhelming? Just want you to be kind to yourself. Life's tough enough as it is. Oh, that's a really sweet message. Whoever sent that, thank you. You're so kind and thoughtful. I know exactly what you mean. It is mentally a lot. And I think because I've struggled with eating basically my entire life, I find it so hard to find that balance. And yes, I can have a coach that preaches all about how that their plan is going to help me with my eating and I won't have to yo-yo diet all the time and things like that, and I completely get that. But also it's trying to afford the price of a coach when you're a homeowner and you have lots of bills and life is just lifing. I know they think, oh, you buy a coffee every day, like it's basically the same price as if like coaching for a month. My issue is I don't buy a coffee every day because that is so expensive. I've gone off on a right tangent there. It's expensive, and I do think having a coach would 100% help. However, I don't have the money for that. So I just try and do it on my own, and obviously I go through stages of really struggling and I go through stages of doing really well. But hopefully one day I'll find a middle ground. Like at the moment, I'm just intuitive eating because counting calories, I just can't. I don't know what it is. I literally cannot put my finger on it, but I just can't do it. I just end up eating too little or too much or just fixating on the calories and things like that, and it's just not healthy for me. I'll keep going back and forward, and maybe one day I will be able to track calories and I'd be fine with it. Going back to the question, sorry, I've gone on a bit of a tangent. Do I find it mentally overwhelming? Yes, I do, because not gonna lie, I'd love to be my goal weight, and I have to keep it in the mirror up to see what I've done because you're too far away for me to be able to see. It is mentally overwhelming, and I do hope one day I reach my goal weight and I can just sustain that and get stronger and mentally feel better. But right now, in this funk that I've been in for goodness knows how long, it will get better one day. I know it will. And I've got it in myself. Like, I trust myself a lot more with food now than I used to do. So that's a massive thing in itself. Does that answer the question? I don't know. I've gone so off topic. You are doing a great job and not judging, but have you seen Eddie Abu? Have I said that right? Who knows? And shifting your focus on eating whole foods to aid your health goals. I've seen it change me. I try an 80-20 focus because I love a McDonald's. I have not seen this Eddie Abu, if that's how you say it. I'm going to look him up and have a think about that one, but I cannot do a YouTube without yawning, I'm really sorry. And shifting your focus to aid your health goals. I mean, I could try. I am a lot better with my intuitive eating. Sorry, I keep tucking my hair behind my ear because it's so much easier when I'm doing my makeup, but at the same time I keep catching myself in the camera and thinking, wow, you look weird. But I think we're just gonna roll with it. I try to do an 80-20 focus anyway, not every day, when I'm trying to intuitive eat and trying to be better. So recently, I've been focusing on protein in my meals, obviously fruit, veg, carbs, everything, and also trying to like balance my snacks. I've really tried recently to snack on fruit because my fruit and veg was just lacking. And I actually notice a massive difference in myself. I feel so much better in myself when I do that. Don't get me wrong, I still include chocolate and crisps and everything else, but I just don't snack on it as much. And they put you're doing a great job. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh. Okay. I don't know. This is probably a complete innocent question, but I'm taking offence to it. I bet the person who sent this in meant nothing awful by it. I think it's just me in my head. But basically it says, you've mentioned before lack of friends. I feel you. Oh, okay, no, they didn't mean that because if they said I feel you. Why do you think this is? That, I mean, is such a good question because it is literally something I ask myself every day. What I can think of from what my family tell me and how I think I am as a person, I am very straight up. Like, if I am upset or bothered by something, depending what it is, I will bring it up. I'm not a confrontational person, but if something needs to be said or brought up or spoken about, I will probably mention it. And in a way, sometimes that can be a bad trait of mine, but at the same time, it can also be a good trait of mine, because I'd rather just talk about it and squish it rather than just let it play out. Because if I let it play out, I will overthink that 10,000 times in my mind, and it's just not a nice place to be. So I'd rather just like squish it, get it done with, and then move on. I'm not really one to hold grudges at all. Like, if you've done me dirty in the past, 9 times out of 10, like, I've forgotten about it, I've got over it, and I just think, that was you then, that might not be you now. If it's something absolutely catastrophic, that's different. But 9 times out of 10, I try and see the good in everyone. Anyway, back to the question. Why do I think I've got lack of friends? Probably that. Probably just being so outspoken. But I also just think I've been a little bit unlucky. I don't know how to describe that. I just think I've been unlucky sometimes with friendship groups and things like that. A massive one actually would be that I don't know if maybe I expect too much from people, and that could be a really bad trait of mine, to be honest with you. Like, I am such a giving person. I always want to be able to help. I want to be there for people and stuff, and maybe that's too much. Maybe I'm too much for some people. But those are probably the two main things that I can probably think of. But it's hard to pin it down. I really don't know. And especially like when all your family and friends tell you how much of a lovely, loving person you are, it's then hard to think of why other people, although my mum does definitely tell me that I am very outspoken. And I potentially get that from her, so perhaps maybe that's why. Next question. Oh, this one is wild. This one is, do you own any sex toys? All I'm going to say, who doesn't? And will I leave it at that, or will I go into more detail? Can I? I don't really know. I think everyone should be adventurous. How adventurous is up to you, because I'm quite the vanilla gal myself. And that's what we're going to leave at that, because I know people in real life watch this, and also family. So we'll leave it at that one. Oh, this person is juicy. Another one that's going to be hard to answer on here. Favourite position in bed? Well, I'm going to say I'm quite vanilla. I'm not going to lie. If you open up Kama Sutra, let me tell you how many I've done in there. I don't even know how many's in that book. But I can tell you probably not a lot. I probably would look at the majority of that book and think, what the hell is going on in here? I think we're just laying down, doing nothing. Sounds good to me. But yeah, I'm not really going to go into detail with that one. All I'm going to say is I am vanilla. Next one. Tips for getting your first house? Well, that's a nice question. It's tough, not gonna lie. Bloody tough. So what I would say is work out how much of your income you get. How much that you spend on bills already, so say like car insurance, phone, gym membership, things like that. Then work out how much you've got left over, and work out how much is an actual reasonable amount that you can save every month. It's tough because obviously everyone's wages differ. Some people can save bundles, some can't. And then just set yourself a goal, because if you've set yourself a goalpost of when you want to try and save by and how much of a deposit you need, then you're gonna more likely stick to it. If you just say, oh, I'm gonna start saving and then just till whenever, you're more than likely gonna take that money back out, that savings. Also, I would recommend going to see a mortgage advisor quite early on. They will then be able to tell you how much you're looking to be able to borrow, how much deposit you sort of going to need, what sort of places you can look at. And that also is pretty much a demotivator / motivator. But yeah, I would say see a mortgage advisor quite early on, so then you know sort of like your expectations. And then just literally save. We were so lucky we had COVID, that really helped us out, because obviously you couldn't do anything, so you were literally just saving. So just literally work out what is affordable for you, and just put it in a separate account, move it away. Like, I put mine in a Monzo account, so it's completely separate. And also on Monzo they've got like pots that you can put it into and you can get interest on it. So maybe try that, and that would also help. What happened with you and your boyfriend? I've already gone on about this. So, are you still with your boyfriend? How did you and your boyfriend meet? Oh, what a lovely question. So bit half-half really. So we did actually start messaging online, but we also met in a bar, but this was like 2 years before we actually started dating, and yeah, here we are 6 years later. What is your job outside of fitness and nutrition? I've just realised I haven't blended in that on my nose. My job outside fitness, my head driving me insane. My job outside of fitness and nutrition. So I'm currently a wealth administrator. So I work within the financial services, and I'm technically like a personal assistant to a financial advisor. I'm not sure what I'm going to go down in this route. Potentially maybe become a financial advisor, but there is a hell of a lot of exams to go through, and your gal is not that smart, so we will see. What did you study at college or uni? So I actually studied musical theatre. Obviously did singing, acting, dancing. Had the absolute time of my life. I wouldn't change it for a thing. Probably would maybe have taken something academic on the side if possible. I don't know if you could do that. But yeah, I had the best time, made the best friends. It was just amazing, really. And then I went on, I think I took a gap year. I really can't remember. Did I take a gap year? I think I did. Did I? Can't remember. And then I went to dance school in London. But my mental health was in the gutter, so I left after like 5 months. So technically didn't actually go to uni, didn't get any uni qualifications. But if you have watched all of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and also if you follow me on Instagram, please message me and tell me what you thought, because honestly I appreciate you so much, and I just want to say thank you, because I wouldn't be here without you recording these videos, because I genuinely didn't think not even one person would watch. So even if 30 people were watching, then that's amazing. But anyway, yes, thank you so much. As always, you're the best. Have a lovely day.